And we're live.
Yeah.
Florentine football. Are you familiar with this?
No.
Dude, it plays out a little bit like those group MMA fights where like they just absolutely kick each other's ass. And at one point, one side has more competitors than the other. Zach, can you share that? And it might be Italy. Where's Florentine? Is that Italy? Probably. Let's go with Italy. Anyway, it's ridiculous. A lot of people that play this sport are felons, and they're all tatted up, and they're tough as hell, and they hurt each other, and it doesn't even seem like football, really.
That's not football. He's got him in like a fucking suplex or something there.
Yeah. I was just watching video of it, which of course we can't share, but there's no ball. Like they're just straight up like MMA fighting each other, taking each other to the ground, etc. I mean, there is a ball, but there's only one ball and like 50 people. The rest are fighting.
I forget that you guys have like when you're football, it's just like you can only push because like when we have like our football or like we're rugby, you just tackle each other, like whether you're on or off the ball.
This looks scary. Some people are just getting kicked.
The people are so scary. Like a lot of these, I don't think these guys are like sportsmen in the way that I think of sportsmen. They're just guys who like hurting. Yeah.
Look at that guy. Dude, that looks like it's a color photo from the year 115. Like, like that's exactly what a really good gladiator probably looked like.
Yeah, that's Vicinius the Fourth.
He wasn't jacked. Like he was jacked, but he wasn't like ripped because he got all the olive oil and all of the fucking goat meat that he wanted. Like we've said that before, and it's like a fun little thing. But like in the movie Gladiator, they were going to have Russell Crowe be sponsored by an olive oil company because that was really common back to have gladiators sponsored by olive oil companies because it's fucking Italy and that's what they made. And like they surveyed Americans and they're like, that is so stupid. Like, and so they're like, all right, we're getting rid of this because no one will believe it. But like, it makes perfect sense. Like back then, they were the superstars. High risk, high reward, I guess.
I don't think they died that much.
No, they didn't. Like you didn't want your gladiators dying because then it's like what the fuck? Like, okay, that's a huge investment. I just kept this guy alive this whole time.
Training.
He's making money now. He's famous. Yeah. He's my ringer, the face of my franchise here.
I don't even want him to lose, really, because I'm applying it to like UFC, which is something I follow a lot. If you have a cash cow like a Conor McGregor, you really, really don't want him to die. But preferably, if you're Dana White, win. Like,
yeah, you want him. Like if you got a Conor McGregor, you sort of transition to him into the guy who's like killing rhinos and lions and stuff with a spear. Yeah, maybe he doesn't fight the young up and coming gladiators anymore. No, like if you let them do their own thing.
If they died super often, then you'd just end up with like heaps of like untrained prisoners just fighting each other, and they'd be like boring as fuck. And it'd be like if us four just started an NBA team.
Yeah,
that would be a terrible.
Be the equipment manager. You don't want to see me bouncing that ball. It's like
that would be like, and then you come up against like the gladiators that be around for ages. So we're just like us four, just like getting dunked on by LeBron, and that's like and then we die afterwards.
That's what they did more often. Is it'd be like, oh, Titus is the super famous gladiator. Well, we're really playing up the rematch between him and Marcus. So, we don't want to do that yet, but we need to bring people in. Okay, well, we got a bunch of slaves who tried to escape. How about Titus versus, I don't know, fucking 10 of them, and they're all chained together? And they're like, that's a pretty dope idea. And so that's what they would do. Yeah. Just exhibition matches where it was like 100% guaranteed the gladiator that's famous is not going to lose. And then like, you're 100% right, Woody, because like, people imagine they were all to the death, but like the overwhelming majority of professional gladiator battles, they'd be like, what a fight. Now it's 1-1. You got to turn up next time to see who wins, and then the leading ones on the card is just like Conor McGregor beating up 10 people with lupus or some shit like that. We put 10 Christians in there with lions. We're not even doing gladiators today. Just lions.
Yeah, man, that dickheads being eaten.
That would be gruesome to watch. But I guess like if that's all you had and everybody thought it was normal, it would be very easy to just be like, yeah, this is what you do.
I did read one account of when they first conquered the Carthage or wherever they got the fucking elephants from. They brought the elephants to Rome, and they had like a bunch of elephants, like I don't know how many, dozens, and they're slaughtering these elephants. And apparently the elephants are like looking toward the crowd, clearly asking for help. And the people and the people start crying. they're like, this was an example of the hardened Roman gladiatorial audience for once showing a bit of heart and begging for mercy for the elephants, because the elephants were clearly asking them for help.
Bring back the Christians, save the elephants. You just know that was like the modern like hippie. They're like, bring back the Christians, man. The elephants didn't do anything to you. And it's like, man, you want to sign this petition, bro? Like, no, fuck you.
It's written on Christian skin. Yeah, they would. The peace-loving hippies of the day loved watching. They were talking about all the different ways they would execute people, like, because they, after a while you're tired of burnings or hangings or impalements. And like one guy they just like crucified and then sicked a falcon on him and had the falcon kill him. And like so slowly a falcon is just pecking his eyes and jugular until he's dead.
You have enough time to like think about perhaps escaping and then like a few minutes of actively wishing for death. What a horrible way to die. It goes for your eyes first because it's a bird. And
for a while you're dodging, right? You're like, I got he got me. He got me. Oh no.
He's quick. It's like some sort of raptor.
That would be the worst as well, because you're like nailed up and every time you dodge you're like pulling on your hands. He's like, oh shit.
Dude, that was a brutal way to kill people. Crucifixion. And when they'd be like, all right, we're going to, how about one person every, 50 yards all the way to Rome? Like, with the Spartacus that was the third slave war. After watching Spartacus most recently, like a year ago, I got into like reading about like the first and second ones. And the reason you don't hear about the first and second ones is like, it did not go well for the slaves. Like Spartacus's was the first one where it was like, okay, like this is going well. Eventually that went really shit too, because we all finished the series and they didn't, they didn't exaggerate the total desolation.
That's true. That's the historical.